Recorded live at Vauxhall Comedy Club, this is the Ding Dong Gong Show.
Vauxhall Comedy Club, are you ready for the Ding Dong Gong Show? We'll make some noise for your host, Vittorio Angelone!
Oh, I should have had walk-on music, but it's the tech guy's first day, so... Wonderful. Round of applause for our new tech guy, everybody. Coincidentally, it's also his last day, and it's fun. Welcome to the Ding Dong Gong Show at Vauxhall Comedy Club. Give us a cheer if you've been to Vauxhall Comedy Club before. Okay. 4 timid people. Wonderful. Give us a cheer if it's your first time. Beautiful, yeah! It was like something Viking came out of you there. Very exciting. Of those 4 people who've been here before, have any of you been to the Ding Dong Gong Show before?
Yeah.
Right. Fucking buzzing about it as well. Yes. Wonderful. Give us a cheer if you thought you were coming to a normal comedy show. You might be a little bit surprised by what happens during the show. Just whatever your expectations were, just lower them. This is the most fun show at Vauxhall Comedy Club. I love hosting this show at Vauxhall Comedy Club. Because over there in that weird little tunnel place, we've got a kind of cluster of new comedians. I use the word comedians very loosely. Because some of them are fucking shit. Like really shit. Crazy people who should never be allowed a microphone ever. And they're going to come up and they're going to try and make you laugh for 5 minutes. And sometimes it'll be really bad. But sometimes it'll be really good. One person was like super ahead of the game there. She's like, woo! Everyone was like, oh, we're supposed to woo as well. And that's cool. Max, can we take a little bit off this microphone here? It's just feeding back a touch. Wonderful. We'll get to know who's in the crowd as well. We'll go to the front. I mean, you were pretty vocal before. I feel like we'll talk to you. What's your name, sir? Aaron. Aaron, very nice to meet you. Everyone say hello, Aaron. Hello. Wonderful. Aaron's fucking tough for himself right now. People. Your people. Okay, Aaron's turned this into some kind of weird cult. Very good. Who are you with this evening, Aaron?
Millie.
Millie? And how do you know Millie?
We date.
Millie doesn't seem very pleased about that. How long have you been dating?
About a year.
About a year? Very exciting. So did you meet during like the lockdowns and stuff?
Through work.
Through work? This is very shifty, guys. What do you work as, Aaron?
We work in a pub.
You work in a pub? Very good. Millie disagrees. Millie, what do you do?
I'm the manager of the pub. He owns the pub.
You're the manager of the pub, you own the pub.
Oh.
That's so creepy. You just really wanted to pay a rise, Millie. That's it. That's good for you, Millie. Pay yours. That's bad. So how did it start? Did he just come in and be like, I own you. You're my people.
No, I am.
So where's the pub that you own?
That's up in Hitchin.
Up in Hitching?
Hertfordshire.
Okay, very, very good. Where, but you're not from Hertfordshire originally, are you? You're from Dublin? Are you sure?
I came here at 6. So
You came here
with
at
a
6.
West Country accent, somewhere in the middle of.
Yes, you've got a weird half Irish, half English. It sounds like you're colonizing yourself. That's very strange, but very nice. We've got a applause for Aaron and Millie, everybody. I'll come back to you, Aaron, as well, because basically, we don't make you sit through 5 minutes of terrible comedy from the new comedians, right? You guys get to decide whether they get to stay on the stage or whether they just have to stop telling jokes and shut the fuck up. Okay? So we have to nominate 4 judges in the audience. Would anyone like to be a judge for your first half of the show? That man had his hand raised by the lady sitting next to him. Very good. Sir, what's your name? Tom. Tom, very nice to meet you. Everyone say hello, Tom. Fabulous. And who are you with, Tom? Your girlfriend. She seems pretty in charge, Tom. What's your name, Tom's girlfriend? Margarita. Very good. Where was you from, Margarita? Portugal. Very, very good. And are you normally this dominant in the relationship with Tom? It's his birthday. No one seems to fucking care. That's so bad. And it's your birthday today? How old are you, Tom? 28, and you still have someone raising your hand for you. That's amazing. Did you get anything nice for your birthday, Tom?
Yeah, she let me come out to the night.
Tom, are you okay? Tom's living the good. Tom, would you like to be one of our judges for the evening?
Yes.
Wonderful. I forgot to say, I should have mentioned the method in which the judges decide who gets to stay on. Is if they don't think the act is good, they hold up a big dildo. So can we pass that back to Tom, please? She was so excited to touch that there. She was like, yeah! That's fucking great. Tom, that could be your first birthday present of the day. Very exciting. Would anyone else like to be a judge for the first half? Millie, you want to be a judge? For those that didn't hear, Aaron just very sheepishly said she likes dildos. Okay, Aaron. Do you not like dildos, Aaron? Does Millie use dildos on you? Very good. Wonderful. Well, so as not to intimidate Aaron too much, we'll give Millie a very special dildo. For you, round of applause for Millie again. Round of applause for Tom as well. Wonderful. We need two more judges. Anyone else want to be a judge? Over here. Sir, what's your name? Akin? Very, very good. You're very softly spoken, Akin. You're cute, man. I like it. You're welcome, Akin. Who are you here with this evening, Akin? Yeah. How do you know? What's your name? Sasha. And how do you know Akin? Yeah, he was like friends, baby. That's interesting. So he's both of your brother-in-law. And where's? I feel like we're missing a person. Your sister. And where is she? She's on holiday. Okay. Akin, have you been kidnapped? By your in-laws? What's your? Is it your wife?
No. It's complicated.
Well, we need to fucking explain it. We're here now. What? Who's going to be the best at explaining this over the three of you? Sasha. Okay. Sasha, what the fuck's going on?
So they were together and now aren't together, but we're still respectful.
No. That's not respectful. You've taken your sister's ex on a date. That's awful. Sasha, you can't do that.
But he's so lovable.
He is lovely, but I'm starting to think he's a bit of a dickhead. Can you imagine that? You were with someone, and were you married?
No.
Okay, but you said in-laws for some fucking reason. So imagine you're with someone, right? For how long were you with your partner?
7 years.
7 years. So you're with someone for 7 years, and then it breaks up for whatever reason. I feel like Akin was to blame. And then your two siblings, are just like, well, fuck you then. We're not mates with that guy instead. How long? I'm so fascinated. How long after the breakup were you guys like, let's hang out as a three?
2 months.
Bro! You're the worst people I've ever met in my whole life. But you're perfect to be judges. You want these evil people to be judges for the show? Yeah, fucking right. We'll give you the one with the ball bag because you are a ball bag. That's for you. I can enjoy. Wonderful. God, you're such dicks. That's so good. But anyone else like to be our final judge? You're getting pointed at over here.
What are you doing?
What's your name, man?
Casey.
Casey, very nice to meet you. And who are you with this evening, Casey? Your girlfriend, and your girlfriend seems pretty fucking in charge right now as well. And what's your girlfriend's name? Casey and Kaylee?
Yeah.
Seems like CBBC presenters. Casey and Kaylee! Let's do some coloring in. How did you guys meet?
Friend of a friend.
Friend of a friend? Yeah. Wonderful. How long have you guys been together?
7 months.
7 months. Very, very cool. Casey, what do you do with your life?
I have some furniture. I work for a company called Smart.
Wait, you give me so much information there. You sell furniture?
Yeah.
Cool. For a company called
Smart.
Smart Van?
Yeah.
Cool.
They're not really smart there.
Casey brought his own jokes. That's it. That's cool. How did you get into the furniture game?
My uncle.
Your uncle?
Yeah.
Cool. And Kaylee, what do you do with your life?
A traffic dispatcher
A traffic dispatcher?
for a recycling company.
For what? You said all of that like it made sense. A traffic dispatcher for a recycling company. What the fuck does that mean?
I do the routes and stuff for them.
You do the routes and stuff for
Biffa.
Biffa?
Yeah, that's
So like to collect the bins?
Yeah.
Okay. It does make sense now. It's just super boring. But anyway, you like, why would you like Casey to be a judge?
Because he didn't want to do it.
Because he didn't want to do it. Wow, you guys are fucking horrible today. This is the most evil audience I've ever met. Anyway, Casey, you can have this right. Enjoy. Wonderful. Everything makes sense so far? Yeah, right. So judges, let's hold up our dongs so we can have a look to see where we are. We had Akin, we had Tom over here, we had Casey, and we had Millie at the front. Wonderful. So if you see one of the acts up and they're not making people laugh, you just hold up your dong, and then if they get 3 out of the 4 dongs, and they just have to stop fucking telling jokes, I'll hit that gong, and then you'll hear this noise over here. Make sense? Wonderful. And we're not too mean. It feels like a mean show. The comedians will all have 1 minute where they're allowed to like introduce themselves, try and get a couple of jokes out. So you can't dong them for the first minute, right? Does that seem fair? No donging for the first minute. Millie, I feel like you're gonna be like, no, fuck this guy. Wait 1 minute. You'll know it's 1 minute because you hear the ding over here. Wonderful. So after the ding, you can dong. Fabulous. And if they make it to 5 minutes, they've absolutely fucking smashed it. They've entertained you for 5 minutes. They're one of our finalists for the evening. You guys need to fucking lose your shit. If that happens, like completely go wild, standing ovation, and just take your top off. And I'll do fucking wild. I can just like start fucking one of your ex-in-laws. Which I assume already happens. But just go absolutely wild. We're going to play the sound cue as a little practice. So imagine someone's just absolutely smashed it for 5 minutes, made you laugh endlessly, and then you're going to hear this noise. When we hear the noise, all I do is go fucking Wonderful. So we're going to do that one more time. We're going to do one, because that was shit. Probably my fault, but it was shit. Right? We're going to play it one more time. And go, fucking trigger happy finger over, just chill out. Are you guys ready to lose your shit? Are you guys ready to lose your shit? Yeah! Hit the music. That's more like. So whether the comedians make it to 5 minutes or whether they don't, there's going to stay on the stage. We've got a panel of professional comedians who come to our pro weekend shows all the time. They're both absolutely fantastic. They're good friends of mine. Their names are Christy Coyce and Catherine Hansen. Please welcome to the stage, Christy and Catherine, everybody. Wonderful.
Hello.
Christy, that's my seat. That's okay. Christy, what are you looking to see this evening from the
I'm looking to see as many white male comedians as possible. We're underrepresented, and I need more of them now in a kid. I'm just looking to see some funny stuff.
Some funny stuff?
People having a good time, yeah.
People having a good time?
People having a good time, and yeah.
Just good comedy.
Just good comedy.
That sounds good to me.
I think that's the same as everyone here, right?
Yeah!
No. Give us a cheer if you're here to see good comedy. Give us a cheer if you're here to see people's dreams get crushed. There we go. Catherine, what are you looking to see?
I would like to see the first Christmas where that lady brings her sister's ex-boyfriend. That's what I would like to see. If I could see the equivalent of what that would look like in comedy form tonight, I think that that would be perfect for
Can
me.
you FaceTime all of us when that happens? That would be so fucking bad. Well, round of applause for our judges, everybody. We're doing a practice. So when our dong masters, that's what you guys are called, when our dong masters hold up their dong, you'll hear this noise over here.
Okay. One dong.
You'll hear
Hold him high so I can see him as well.
Yeah, so make sure just hold it up and then you'll hear one dong and then put it back down again. You can pick it up the whole time. And then when it gets to 3 gongs, the gong happens, another one bites the dust. Does that make sense? Yeah. Wonderful. Are you guys up for seeing some comedians do their best? You guys up for the show? Yeah! There's some energy in the room. Who's first over here? First on the list. It's difficult to go first. Let's make some fucking noise. On the count of 3, take the roof off for Kelly. 4, 1, 2, 3. Go round!
First off, I just want to say thank you so much for getting me out doing bedtime tonight. That is right, I am Kelly Ford, face off Baywatch, body off Watch. No, I'm not saying that to be needy, I promise. I tell you what I do find needy though, those self-service checkout machines. Thinly veiled in helpfulness and efficiency, but approval needed. Approval needed. Approval needed. And I find myself going, you look great. You're doing a really good job. Just give me the skips. They chat back, right? They chat back with unexpected item in the bagging area. None of us actually know which side the bagging area is. Just give me the fucking skips. But there is one benefit to the old self-service checkout machine, and I'll give you this one for free, Vauxhall. 9 onions, weigh the same as an iPad, so. People say to me, you've got a familiar face, and I reply, Pornhub. I ate a lot of skips over lockdown, thank you, and I also gave birth to my very own lockdown cliche, banana bread and a kid, and it means I've got a beautiful overhang. Which is great because I never lose my remote control. That's what I put on Airbnb actually as a potential staycation. It's got like a hilly view, set in quite a lot of shrubbery. A bit sweaty in the summer, link at the end of the show. But the best part about having such a beautiful overhang is at the end of my set, when I run off the stage, if you guys don't clap, it will, so. It's funny life, isn't it? You know, like one day you were like a legend, knee deep in MDMA punch, and then a decade later you're in socks and Crocs begging to be the person to go to the tip. It's just weird like that. I've got another cellmate at home. Look at that, mummy. Look at that, mummy. To leave. I'm trying to tell you, Vauxhall, as I live with a demented parrot. They say it takes a village to raise a child. I say it takes a vineyard. Thank you. I was going to do something good in my life. I just kept being interrupted for a snack. I kind of forgot what I was going to do. So I'm in like a sex pit in like Sunday night doing a dong show or whatever. My husband's like, fancy a cuddle. I'm like, cuddle? You've got 2 minutes, 35 seconds before I'm asked for a snack again. Crack on. I spend a lot of my days just holding a small child's hand, walking around, looking for their sweets that I actually ate the night before. Oh, I know, where are they? Oh, that's a shame. I thought I'd apply to be an HGV driver because, you know, I've got the right build. And, do you know, there's been days on their own, weeks on their own, surviving on nothing but bread, sausage rolls. Just sounds great. Sounds great. It's not all bad being a parent, though. I promise. One person likes to call me a MILF. And Mum, I like to finger once a week in front of sewing bees, so that's good. Tried it in front of 24 hours in A&E and awkward, but liked it. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? BC before COVID, right? Us women, we used to wear bras. Remember that? Mental. And now I've lived through a play. I understand why the Renaissance paintings are just fat women, you know, lying around, covered in hummus, you know, sitting on Pringles, reaching for your phone. Yeah, and there's a few knowing giggles there. And then, what did we want to do when we came out of that lockdown? What did we want to do? Did we want to see Friends and Family? We went straight to IKEA, didn't we? That's Swedish for divorce. Spent a Saturday afternoon, aggressively holding a small pencil, going against the arrows, like a wonky salmon. You want those napkin rings and you're a legend. And then, you know, what is it about that stuff in there? It looks great in there, right? Bring it home. It looks shit. Agreed? Yeah. And what do you do at the end of your IKEA experience? Does anyone know?
Meatballs.
Yes, the meatballs. Classic. I put them in there especially for that. Does anyone know what the meatballs are made out of?
Corn.
Meat. Good guesses, of course. I'm loving this. And what I heard it was just the people that got stuck in mugs and nights and they couldn't make it out. Has anyone heard from Rihanna recently? She's alright. She's alright. I mean, I just been worrying about her. You know, she obviously got up the duff like me, bit of Joe Wicks action. But I just don't know how she writes such classics. I mean, she gave us that hit, and I just don't know how she does it.
Kelly, come back! One more time for Kelly, everybody! Our first finalist of the evening. Is it weird to say my favourite bit was when that guy shouted meatballs? That was really funny. I like that. Wonderful, Kelly. How long have you been doing stand-up?
On and off about 6 years.
On and off for 6 years. I mean, it was pretty off during the whole pandemic thing.
Couple of kids.
You got 2 kids?
Yeah.
Oh my. That guy fucking hates kids. It's gonna be okay, man. I'm just under pressure. That's really well fucking. Have you done the ding dong before? No, this is your first time? Well, fucking first time you beat it? That's really fucking impressive. Round of applause, Sister step. Well done, mate. It was really good. And as a person who also has an overhang, I really relate it. I think you probably wear about the same bra size, so I thought you were really good. I thought it was really entertaining. And yeah, you beat it. So good for you.
You were very confident, and the audience was engaged the whole time. So that's half the battle, I think. So good for you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, really fucking good. There's one tiny little thing. That Baywatch crime watch line. I've heard that. I've heard other people say that, and you don't need it. You've got more interesting stuff to talk about. So just get into the stuff. Apart from that, you just don't want to be doing stuff that other people are doing. But apart from that, really fucking good. One more time for Kelly Gordon, everybody. Wonderful. I should have said we've got some pre-signed up people who signed up in advance for the show. We've also got a thing that we like to call the Bucket of Destiny. So within the Bucket of Destiny are the names of people who are just fucking insane, and they showed up today, wrote their names on pieces of paper because they decided they wanted to try stand-up comedy. So we get one of these fucking mad cunts out. What I'm going to say is now, particularly as we're about to go into the Bucket of Destiny, if you're not one of the dong masters holding the dongs and you think they're being too lenient, just shout dong. Can we get a collective dong? Dong! Wonderful. So you know what to do if you're not agreeing with our judges for the evening. Let's get one of these fucking insane people out of the Bucket of Destiny. Your first act from the Bucket of Destiny is called Rosemary Wilson. Give it up for Rosemary!
So I wanted to show my boyfriend how much he meant to me. So I left him. He wanted me to do BDSM. But I said to him, I think being in a relationship with you is enough masochism for me. I'm a bit more M&S than S&M anyway. His thing apparently was being caused pain and humiliation. So I dumped him and told all his friends he had a small penis. My friend met somebody recently, and he wanted her to have a bikini wax. She said, surely at our age we don't have to go through all that crap. I said, grey area? He wanted her to have a Brazilian so he could eat pineapple chunks off her naked body. I said, that's not a Brazilian, that's a Hawaiian. In the end, she decided to go for something called a Bermuda Triangle. It was all going fine until her clitoris disappeared. I dated two guys called Stephen. One was Stephen with a PH, the other was Stephen with a PhD. I knew this because the boring bastard banged on about it all evening. We went out for a meal. He paid, so he said, do you have a tip? I said, yes. Shut up about your PhD. Fucking boring. So I decided to try internet dating. Why do all the men on internet dating sites look like eggs? There are literally dozens of them. So I dated this guy. He provided chickens for Nando's. I thought wasn't sure about the battery farming, but he was a bit touchy. I didn't want to mention it. I thought I was treading on eggshells.
One dog.
So the first guy I met internet dating was a limbo dancer. He set the bar very low. Then I met a ski instructor. That went downhill really fast. After that, I dated a guy from Milan. I bought myself a copy of Improve Your Italian. Didn't work with sort of wanker. My mum likes to come up with these sort of wise homilies. She says, persuasion is better than force. I said, yeah, it's not as good as Mansfield Park. She said, keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. I said, not if you're filleting a basilisk. You don't know what a basilisk is.
2 dongs. 3 dongs.
Rosemary Wilson. So if you lift it up and then see that? Yeah, that bit. Yeah, there we go. Wonderful. Well, look, that was 3 minutes 25. How many times have you done stand up before? 3. One more time for Rosemary. You're like for like the 4th gig, 5th gig, or whatever you're doing. Like it's really impressive. Like you hold the audience really well. You didn't like stumble over any words. What I would say is like there's something really funny about when you like because you look like such a lovely person. And then when you're just like a horrible, horrible bastard about whatever it is, like there's something because a lot like there was a few like one-liners and like little puns and stuff, and they are funny. But something about when you were like just really honest. I can't remember what you said, but you were just like, oh yeah, you said like because it's really boring. Just something so fucking honest about you being like, I fucking hated that guy. It was really great. So I think there's loads to find in there, and you're like a funny person. Listen, for your 4th gig, 3 minutes 25 is really fucking impressive at a Gong show. So I think give it up one more time. There's other people here.
I need attention. I will go first. I don't. One-liners are incredibly hard. Like most comics can't do it. And not only did you do it well, in my opinion, I think you did really well. And also for your 4th gig, it's insane. But you had a narrative with the one-liners, which is like that's, I think, in some cases what's missing from one-liner comedy, why it's difficult for people to hold the attention, because people are like, oh, not this again. And for 4 gigs, you're already kind of constructing something totally different. And I think, you seem to know who you are, and you're bringing that up here, which takes a lot of comics a really long time to get to. So I think you're going to be really good. So that's just my opinion. I think you should keep going. I think you should have made it through. So I don't ever say that, by the way. So I want
yeah, Catherine's fucking horrible. So
I agree. I mean, like, I was sad to see you go out after like such a deep cut Harry Potter reference as well. Like, I heard a basilisk joke, which I've never heard before, and then you went out. I was like, fuck, that's why no one's doing them. But
What's wrong with that joke?
it's fine. No, but I agree. Like, you know what I would like to see more of is, like, you see a lot of like your personality, but like, if this was all just like deadpan, if you never laughed through any of it, I would absolutely have been just like dying laughing. I would just love you to just come out and deliver it straight all the time. That would have like absolutely killed me. But you'll find that. I mean, like having said, one-liners are so hard. Your material's great, so keep going. Good job.
one more time for Rosemary, everybody. Wonderful. Should we go with someone pre-signed up, or should we go back to the bucket of destiny? This lady really wants the bucket. I'm on board. Wonderful. Your next act from the bucket of destiny is called David Ian. Give it up for David, everybody.
Don't panic, I'm going to address the obvious. I am clearly a gay man. I'm aware I've got gay face, and I've got gay voice. It's a bit more confusing from the neck down. I do have the dress sense of a basic straight guy. I kind of look like I went to gay finishing school but got kicked out before we did a fashion class. Probably for sucking too much dick. Maybe not enough, who knows. The thing is, you guys, you only get to see 2 breeds of gay men on TV. Breeds because we're animals, obviously. The first breed you get to see is the big gay. So they're like really jolly, really positive, outgoing. Think Alan Carr. The second breed you get to see is the chiseled gay. So they're like toned, tanned, no personality at all. Ricky Martin. What you don't get to see though is me, the mediocre gay. Now, we don't have the body, but we also don't have the personality either. And I am really concerned that we're dying out. So I have taken it upon myself to try and breed more, unsuccessfully. I've even tried crossbreeding, specifically with the chiseled gays, but they're not really up for it. They really want to keep the pedigree pure. I'm also incredibly lazy. Sometimes I'll just invite a guy over from Grindr to force me to clean my apartment before he turns up. The thing is, even though it's really obvious that I'm gay, it still takes me by surprise when people call me out on it. Last week, I was on the bus and some guy shouted out "gay" at me, and I was so shocked that I nearly choked on the cock I was sucking. But don't worry, I didn't, because I'm a pro and I don't have a gag reflex, so it's fine. But it's been this way for years. I remember really clearly when I was at school, one of the bullies, after gym class, he dropped his towel, he waggled his wheel in my face, and everyone stood around laughing at me, and that made things hard for me. And I would love to go back and tell 11-year-old me that it gets better, because it really does. Because that still happens at the gym, but that's why I go. Obviously, I'm in therapy. In fact, I'm so mental, I'm actually seeing 3 therapists at once, but don't worry, they all know about each other. Because I'm gay, all of my relationships are open. I'll tell you a little bit about my main therapist. I want to protect her identity, so I won't use her name. I'll call her Mummy. One of the things we've discovered is that I cannot talk to attractive men to save my life at all. So like, there's a guy in the front here who's really fit, can't even look him in the eye. But you and me, mate, we can talk all night. Turns out I'm also super turned on by men when they're crying, which is very inconvenient when you're trying to dump someone. Last year I was dating this guy who was super emotional at the best of times, and when it was like, well, I'm going to dump him, I decided I needed to take him somewhere public and as unsexy as possible. So I took him to the Marks and Spencer's cafe, Didn't work, unfortunately. This wasn't just breakup sex, this was M&S breakup sex. But the thing is, I think that when we go to a party, when a gay like me goes to a party, we are passed around that party like a twink at an orgy. Which for the straight people in is like a baby at a christening. The thing is, all of the straight guys, they're absolutely desperate to prove to their girlfriends that they're as liberal and as woke as possible. That's why they want to talk to us. But for me, I'd really like to wind things back a little bit to where there wasn't quite so much acceptance. Not as far back as, you know, when you were beating the shit out of us, which for a couple of you over here looks like it wasn't that long ago. But just to when you politely ignore us, it was much less hassle, it was much easier. But I'm quite a traditional gay. Not traditional in the sense of marriage and kids, none of that shit. Traditional in the sense of, I own every album that she has released since 1965. And I think Jane Fonda's the best thing to ever happen to the fitness industry. And that's a really age-specific joke, so if you don't know who Jane Fonda is, she was basically the Peloton of the 1980s. The thing is, nowadays, gays, they're not looking for something quite so specific. What they really want is something different, like a gamer, the kind of guy who plays Fortnite, but I don't even own a games console. I do, however, own Step's latest album on vinyl, even though I don't own a record player. Or they want a bad boy, the kind of guy who gets into trouble on a night out. Now again, that's not really me. I was once removed by security from a Britney Spears concert. I had a panic attack when she looked at me. I was like, she knows I'm here, which is clearly madness because she didn't even know she was there.
Oh, fantastic. Your second finalist of the evening, David. Ian, very good job. You look like if Kurt Cobain shopped at River Island. How long have you been doing stand-up, man?
7 weeks.
7 weeks? That's pretty fun. That's really good. There's loads of really funny stuff in there. I feel like it's slightly petered out towards the end, but you've only been going 7 weeks, so that's understandable. Just keep writing, and you write from your own experience, which is really nice. I don't fucking know who Jane Fonda is.
I mean, that's on you.
That's on me.
That's a fucking crime.
Thank you.
I'm just young. Just a young, cool guy.
She's in a show.
These guys don't know who Jane Fonda is either.
Yes!
Oh, you do? Okay, you do. Okay. If you know who Jane Fonda is, the joke's not funny. So, no, fucking, but it was really good. just keep writing. I get like no more advice. Just like really confident, really held everybody. Do those shoes make you taller?
They do.
Class. I was just trying to say. So, Christy.
Firstly, I'm sorry I shouted that at you on the bus. I meant it as a compliment. Generally, it was more like, "Gay!" Yeah.
It's because I was sucking you off, isn't it?
Yeah. I was like, "Gay!" Oh, I see.
You're like, is that what this is?
Yeah. Man, you know, you don't need anything from us. Like, I think Victoria said, like, you know, at the end it like petered off a little bit. So, like, the last 2 minutes, have just go over that a bit more. But, like, man, everyone loved it. I thought, like, you were great, man. Just keep doing it, keep writing. Yeah, really good. Enjoyed it.
Hello. You have very white teeth. I like
See you later, man. That's one.
No, I mean, you know, you're new. Just keep doing it. And there's like things we can tell you, like, you know, move the mic stand, you know, work on trimming the fat, jokes faster. I mean, you know, these are things that I think you'll learn with time. You know, it feels weird to sometimes tell like newer comics, like, this is what, you know, because we all learned that by doing like the gigs where they go badly. And this is not a gig that went badly for you. So just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah.
One more time for David Ian, everybody. Wonderful. I think we'll go back to the list for an act. Your next act on the list is called Reese Thorne. Give it up for Reese, everybody.
Hello. Hi. Don't worry, I don't have an erection. This is just how my legs work. I'll tell you bit about me. I have cerebral palsy. Thanks. It's nice to be here for diversity purposes. But I'll tell you a bit about me, my childhood. My parents have always been very supportive, which is nice, although not initially thrilled, I think, to have a disabled child. That's not the joke. Thinking back to bath time, my mum gave me a special toy to play with. It was a toaster. Buckle up, everyone. It was a microwave. My dad held out hope that I would follow in his footsteps, his good ones, and be a Welsh rugby player. That hasn't happened, although I like the idea of a scrum. 16 men coming together on top of me, as I call it Saturday. But I took my brother to a gay bar for the first time in my knowledge the other week, and as we walked in, he genuinely went, "Oh, stinks of fags in here." Wouldn't it? Went through back entrance. But no, it's nice, isn't it? It's nice to have a supportive family. Growing up, going to school, they'd yell at me, you're a puff, you're a faggot, you're a queer. I'd say, thanks, Mum. And she hates that joke. She's like, I never called you a puff. But no, it's nice to have a supportive family. Dating as a gay disabled man is interesting. I was in bed once with a guy, I know, and he said that my testicles looked like brains. So I said that I had cerebral palsy. Thank you, that is the best one I had. I did have one good date once, and we had what I like to call an adult sleepover. And it led to a second date, and on this second date, he honestly said this to me, I thought I'd done a good job. Then I just realised that's how you walk. Didn't even do a good job. And also I'm a top. For anyone interested, we are in Vauxhall after all. I was on a date once with a guy, and it was really romantic. We were walking down South Bank, and he turns to me and he goes, "So, how did this happen?" I said, I was born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. I said, no, I was born 3 months prematurely. And without any hesitation, he goes, early from the womb, early to the tomb. Which I've taken as a proposal. I'm invited to the wedding. But no, gays are great, aren't they? We have quite an interesting way of showing our affection to one another. Gay men like to, because they're quite a body confident species, they like to send what is called pole pics. Now, Vauxhall, I don't need a picture of your whole body. There we go. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen a guy with cerebral palsy try and take a picture of his own arsehole, but it should be a Paralympic event. Gold medalist. More bronze. I've got yours. It's my screensaver. Stops my phone from getting stolen. I've recently tried to become a bit more body confident. I recently got my first tattoo, and I thought long and hard about the tattoo that I wanted to get because of something that genuinely happened to my Auntie Linda. Now, Auntie Linda is from the Welsh Valleys. She lives in a town called Rasa, and she's a classy girl. She wanted Rasa across her back. So she went to get this tattoo at the tattooist shop in Rasa. She is from Rasa. This whole thing happens in Rasa. The tattoo says Russia. This is genuinely true. She has Russia tattooed across her back, like some sort of fucking Putin groupie. Like it wouldn't happen the other way around, would it? Like you're not going to see somebody in Moscow with like Aberystwyth across her chest, like poor Talbot as a tramp stamp. But I used to live in Germany when I was younger. I was at university over there. And I thought I'd be a good little gay boy once and go and get like a full STD checkup. And fun fact, if you live in...
The third finalist of the evening restored. Wonderful. I apologise on behalf of the tech team. They managed to play Here Come the Hot Stepper when the one act with cerebral palsy came to the stage. That was your request. Well, that's really good. I also like that David's whole sentence, there were 2 types of gay guys, and you were like, I'm the third one. But that was fucking great, man. Well done on getting the 5 minutes. How long have you been doing stand-up?
6 months.
6 months? God, everyone's so fucking new. That's brilliant. Yeah, really brilliant. I think you've got a really interesting perspective on stuff. That bit about the guy thinking you've done well and you just walk like that, that's such a funny little line. I think the more you can delve into like that unique angle you have on stuff. But yeah, you're very, there's a couple of lines in there that are just kind of like we've heard them before, but I think just keep writing about your experience. That Russia tattoo thing is really fucking funny. I think you can delve into that and find some more jokes. I really enjoyed it. Well done on 5 minutes. Really good.
Oh, sure. I
think we like doing a swapping.
Yeah. Well, we can swap. We can swap this one. No, he likes it. No, I'm kidding. That was a joke. Everybody can laugh. It's fine. Don't laugh. It's okay. I'm gonna set myself on fire later. Anyway. All right. Hi. I think that it's really nice that you are delving into the dark parts of your life already. Did you not? Did you not? I mean, you're the one who said your parents, like, I don't, and who knows if they did treat you in this way, but you know what I mean? You're trying to make it funny. And, I personally relate to that. A lot of comedy comes from a lot of, like, pain or whatever. You make people laugh on stage, and being that you're doing it 6 months in, it's below the surface already, like I think you touched on. So I think just keep going. The more confidence you have with delivering that, I think it will just get better and better, because you seem a little nervous. Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just keep going. You'll just develop it because you're already, doing something really interesting this early. So, yeah.
How old are you?
26.
26. Okay, cool. So you did seem a little nervous, but so the joke about getting thrown the toaster in the bath. Make that your first joke, man. Straight away, come out with that. People absolutely loved it straight away. And it will do so much for your confidence as well for the rest of the show. You get a big laugh right at the beginning. Just wherever you get a big laugh, just start putting that in front of your set. It'll help so much if you're nervous, because as soon as you get that first laugh, because you relaxed, because I can feel you relaxing as things are going well, and then if you don't get a laugh, you get a bit more nervous. But man, you don't need to be, is the thing. A lot of times when I was doing comedy, sometimes someone just needs to go no, you're actually good at this. And then you go, okay, fair enough. Mate, you're good at this, do you know what I mean? So bring one of those, get a sick opener, which you do have, bring that to the front, and it'll help your confidence. Because when you weren't nervous and you were enjoying it, so was everyone here as well. And that just comes with time, man, but it was good. Well done. One more time, everybody. I think we'll get one more out of the bucket, then we can have a little break so everyone can grab a drink. Are you guys ready for your final act of the first half? Wonderful. Let's go to the bucket one last time. The first half. Your last act for the first half is called Blank Pain. Give it up for Blank, everybody.
Good evening. I'm new here, as you can see. Well, I have been here, in London for so long, but I really, really miss my hometown. Everything here is still alien to me. But London's great. As you know, London is really, really a cosmopolitan city. So whenever I feel homesick, I can just go to the British Museum. So, Anyway, my name is Blank. I know it's a weird name, but who cares? I'm a fucking foreigner, so. Yeah, if I fuck up the show today, I can immediately change my name and start again. Yeah. And you white people cannot recognize my face. Yeah. Here's my third name already. Actually, I used to do stand-up in Mandarin, but since I came here, I have to do it in English because we didn't colonize other countries, so. Anyway, I have to say it's really hard to do stand-up in English because I'm from China, the country with the most free speech, so that's the way I hard for me to do stand-up. It's also hard for people around me to believe that I'm doing such kind of job. Because as long as you're Asian female, they will automatically romanticize you as a submissive, weak, oriental slut. So yeah, it's hard. By the way, I just finished my study here, and now I'm thinking about my future. It's really hard to choose, right? Stay here or go back. Should I stay here with a better career environment, or go back, lock in Shanghai and die? Don't worry, I will be alive officially. It's fine. It's fine. You can laugh. I'm the only one who's being in danger. So yeah. But anyway, I want to stay here to be a comedian, or in my parents' words, a failure. Because you all know that Asian parents, right? They have a specific career ranking. The highest level is the doctor, and then lawyer, and then all failure. Then stand-up comedian, then female doctor. In my parents' view, especially for Chinese parents' view, a female should not be a comedian. A female should be abandoned. I really don't want it back. But anyway, I have to admit, I'm a little bit disappointed by your reaction. Because these are some filler jokes depicting China in 20 years ago, which are all cliche and untrue. Your combination is a little bit outdated and arrogant. I hope you can all bear in mind that China is nothing like that. China is worse. It's hard, it's really hard. And I can give you an example. For example, many people will ask me what I will say in the Chinese, in the Mandarin stand-up. Because you all know the American humor or the British humor, but you have no idea about what is Chinese humor, right? You cannot hear our voice because of the censorship. But I do hope you can know more about China. So today, here, I'm going to tell you a Chinese joke. Are you ready? Yes! Okay. I think just 3 days before I performed this joke and I got nothing, and it just looked like a twat on the stage, you know. Yeah, am I deaf? Is microphone necessary for mine? It's really hard. And by the way, I want to tell you, China do have some really good jokes. We have some killer jokes, which are so funny, so hilarious, that normal people cannot handle it. Yeah, but today I'm going to tell you the funniest, the most hilarious joke in China. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay, it goes. Well, in China, our president.
Black Pen, everybody. Black, we've been together before. You're absolutely fucking fantastic. And you always take on the feedback. And you won this show a couple weeks ago, and you take on the feedback really well. And you're better every single time. So it's really fucking impressive. And one tiny little thing this time that's crept in a little bit is just when you say the punchline, just say it. A couple of times you said so, and I know it's nice to make it seem conversational and kind of as if you're going to carry on. But I think if you just hit the punchline and just finish it, I think it'll land better. You gotta just believe it's gonna fucking land, because all your jokes are really, really funny, and you absolutely smash it, and they fucking love you.
I mean, my Mandarin comedy is really bad, so that was great. I don't know much that I could really say. I would say just at the beginning, maybe slow it down a touch when you're coming out, so literally there was a few jokes that we just ran through, because I know you know when you come out and you're excited and you're I want to get my stuff together. Literally in the second half,
you were like feeling it and like we were getting all the jokes and stuff. So just like ease into it at the beginning a little bit more.
I told you last time English people are fucking stupid, so just talk, it's as if you're talking to toddlers. That's
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah, exactly, nerves, exactly. You come out and you're like, but then as soon as you relax, like people loved it. Mate, biggest laughs of the night so far. So I honestly thought you were fantastic. Good job.
Thank you.
I first met you on this show, and you're so much better than you were whenever that was, which wasn't that long ago. So you clearly continue to work really hard. Your jokes are really smart. I mean, they're light years ahead of people that I gig with. Like professionally, I'm telling you. What are you trying to say, It's but Vittorio, this is about you. It always is. No, I'm kidding. But no, it's just, I mean, there's nothing to say. Like you're unique. You're doing something nobody's doing. I mean, like I've heard like the Asian doctor joke in so many ways. Yours totally different. Do you know what I mean? Like, so great job. Like.
And in a language that's not your own as well.
Yeah, I know. We're fucking failures.
Like,
we are the failures, right? Actually.
I'm barely funny in one language. I'm sure you're really funny in two, so well done.
One more time for Black Wonderful. Well, rather than we'll try and follow that, let's have a little 10-minute break. Back for 8:15. Grab a drink. This bar should be open as soon as we can manage to make that happen, because the bar outside is closed. But one more time for all the actors on the first section, everybody.
Vauxhall Comedy Club, are you ready for the second half? Please welcome back our hosts, Vittorio and Angeloni.
Okay, oh shit, Aaron's back. Unlucky Billy. Welcome back to the second half of the show. Give us a cheer if you enjoyed the first half. Did everyone enjoy the break? Yeah, that's good. The show was better than the break. That's what we want all the time. Did anyone make any friends in the break? Yes. Who's a yes over here? What's your name? Aaron. Very nice to meet you. Everyone say hello, Aaron. Hi. Wonderful. Who did you make friends with? Alfie? Hello. You don't seem hugely impressed by Alfie. How did you make friends with Alfie? Aaron, you're the cagey character so far. And who were you with this evening, Aaron? Aaron's so offended I called her cagey right there. Sorry, Aaron. Holly and Dan, very nice to meet you, Holly and Dan. Aaron, what do you do with your life? You're an account manager. Okay, comedy gold. And Dan, we'll go to you to try. What's your Dan? Yeah. And how do you know Aaron? Boyfriend. That's how you do that. Not dating. Fucking boyfriend. Yeah. Fucking. How long have you guys been together for? 5.5 years. 5.5 years. Yeah. Is this it? You put a ring on it? Aaron, how do you feel? Now you're cagey, Aaron. Dan, what do you do for a job?
I'm a data scientist.
You're a data scientist. But great. Aaron, would you like to be a judge for the second half? You'd love to be a judge for the second half? Do you think Aaron can be a judge? Any preference for dildo? The biggest. Dan, how do you feel about that? Good or?
Terrible.
Okay, Aaron. You're up. Can we pass that back to Aaron? Did we just hear Aaron? She went, oh yeah. Aaron, you're
Nice.
wonderful. Would anyone else like to be a judge for the second half? In the front here. Wonderful. What's your name? Daisy. Very nice to meet you. Everyone say hello, Daisy. Hi. Wonderful. Who are you with this evening, Daisy? Friends. So nice, Daisy. What's your name?
Ryan.
Ryan. Very nice to meet you. How do you know Daisy?
This fucking audience, man. You used to work together. That's what I was looking for. And what job did you used to work in?
the co-op together.
You worked in a co-op together? Was it a nice co-op or a funeral co-op?
on the university campus, so it was quite nice.
It was on a university campus, so not the funeral one.
Not the funeral one.
Okay, that's fucking good. Wonderful. What were your respective roles in the co-op?
You were a supervisor, mate.
Oh, Daisy!
I don't want to brag, but yeah, I was.
And neither of you work at the co-op anymore? No? What do you do now?
I'm a data engineer.
You're a data engineer.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to know this guy.
You get to know this guy. Oh, you can talk about fucking spreadsheets or whatever. And Daisy, what do you do now? You're a civil servant. That could be interesting. Probably not, but like, what kind of, are you a cop?
No.
No. What kind of, because civil servant, it sounds like an answer, but it's not. What do you do?
I am
A policy advisor to like the government?
Yeah.
Do you tell them what the policy should be?
Yeah, I listen all day.
You're shit at your job, man. They're fucking it, so you're fucking it. And we'll come to the end of this triumvirate. What's your name? Tom, very nice to meet you. And how do you know Daisy? You're her boyfriend? I think Daisy referred to both of you as friends. Technically correct. Technically, the word friend is in there. Tom's just taking it on the chin like a champ. Tom, how long have you and Daisy been together?
7 years.
Daisy's got that 7-year itch. They're already friends. And how did you guys meet, Tom?
In the club.
In the club? Yeah, Tom. Sick. And did you approach Daisy?
It's kind of mutual.
Mutual? In a club? You just like, was it just eyes? Don't
Why the fuck you lying?
Tom, what do you do with your life? Graphic designer. Would you have designed anything we would have seen?
I work with Carl. And then work charity.
Tom? No one cares about your shooting back. Do we think Daisy can be a judge for the second half? Yeah. Daisy, any preference of dildo?
Can I have the double-ended one?
Is this for the leads? That's it. Also, we should wonderful. We can make sure our judges can be running a little bit behind on time. Our judges can be nice and harsh. Nobody getting away with any bullshit. If there's shit, get them off straight away. Happy? Happy? Cool. Double ender for Daisy. Wonderful. Round of applause for Daisy, everybody. There we go. Let's crack on. Oh, that was a very, very swift hand. What's your name? Joanna. Very nice to meet you. You want to be a judge? Wonderful. I'm just going to give it to you. I don't want to have a little one. There you go, Joanna. Oh no, I hit over the dildo. That's the one you wanted, Joanna? Fair play. And you'd also like to be a judge? One more judge. Over here. What's your name, sir?
Matthew.
Matthew. Matthew, be a judge. Sorry. Who are you with this evening, Matthew?
My husband and friends.
Your husband and friends? Very fucking. How many friends?
2.
2? Wonderful. We'll go across. Husband, what's your name?
Mohammed.
Mohammed? You don't meet a lot of husbands of men called Mohammed, right? That's cool. How long have you guys been together?
Over 3 years.
Over 3 years. And we had 5 years over here. Come on, man.
You needed a visa.
I don't know what's going on. We've got Mohammed. Sorry, remind me again? Matthew. Nikki, very nice to meet you. How do you know Matthew or Mohammed better? Matthew, how do you know Matthew? You study together. What did you study? Middle Eastern studies. Yeah. Yeah, you fucking fucking did, bro. Studying hard, were you?
That's way to learn.
A lot of field work. Very hands-on. Okay. A lot of contact hours in that degree, wasn't there? Okay. We're done with dildo. Matthew, I'm sure you've handled the dildo before. I think you could be a judge. Would you like to be a judge?
Sure.
Round of applause for Matthew, everybody.
I just want to point out as well that all the dildos are halal.
I don't think there's such thing as a halal dildo. Wonderful. You guys ready for the second half? Fantastic. Remember, 1 minute before you can raise your don'ts, but let's make sure we're not letting any shit people through. You guys are going to be absolutely fantastic. You were fantastic in the first half. Let's crack on again. The first act in the second half is called Alex Corsandi. Give it up for Alex, everybody.
What's up? Make some noise! My name is Alex, A.K. Corsandi, and I'm from Iran! Surprise! Thank you very much. This greeting was much better than the first time I arrived UK. In back of the lorry. It's on. Hello.
Oh, someone's turned all the amps except the subs off, so we sound like we're in a fucking subbing crew.
Which like we do without?
Yeah, go off. I'll go fix it, but while you're on.
Yeah, sure.
Best of luck, man. I'm sure you'll do great.
So yeah, I arrived in this country back of the lorry. Jokes on you, it's true. Please don't call immigration. I have been legalized like a cannabis in America. 10 years ago, I got divorced. Only 4 people, and rest of you heartless bastards. Come on, tell us a joke, you brown clown. I'm gonna say that again. I want all of you to say, oh, I want attention, please. 10 years ago, I got divorced. From my cousin. Now I'm married to a sexy ginger lady. For British passport. Oh, not for me. She's Polish. So as you can tell, I am brown. My wife is ginger. A few months ago, she gave a birth to Jaffa cake. We call him a halal Jaffa cake. My son, he looked like me. He's got a big nose and a tiny hairy testicle. Having a hairy testicle runs in our family. It's genetic. We all have it. We all get it from my grandma. So I live in Crewe, South Cheshire. In Crewe, people they speak like
Two dong.
Yeah, mate. Shock, mate. Respect, mate. Where are you going, dickhead?
And that's how police speak to us. First, I moved to Crewe. My next door neighbor, very old gentleman with wrinkly face and a saggy forehead. He came to introduce himself. He says, hello, my name is Richard, but people call me Dick. Wow. Because I am a nice guy. I said, oh, I'm so sorry about that.
Three dongs.
And
Listen, man, I missed the start of it, but it sounded like you were killing. Don't fuck that back up. Yeah, the vibes changed in here since I left. What the fuck did you say, man?
Is it working?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Typical, isn't it?
I can't really, I was fixing things.
Well, I mean, what I could do if you want, let few people come. I'll come back and do different 5 minutes if you want me to.
It doesn't sound like they want that.
One of the judges did say we want a white man, so sorry, I'm brown.
That was a joke, which is something he has that you don't.
I know.
That wasn't the problem.
I know. I'm not going to take any offense from you either. You look like a white mujahideen.
Thank you.
Salam alaikum.
And also with you.
Inshallah.
That was, you know what, right? That was interesting for sure. And like, if you'd have stopped and then you're like, oh, by the way, my name's Mark from Slough, I'd have been like, that was sick. That was awesome. But it wasn't good, okay? But keep working on it, and maybe it'll.
Yeah, sure.
I think it helps.
Yeah.
You need to speak now.
I'm going to say something, and the audience is probably going to turn on me, but you guys have been too nice all night. And Mike, and then we want to encourage people because people are new and they should keep trying. But a lot of the acts who have made it through shouldn't have made it through. You shouldn't have made it through. You guys did it right this time. But I was watching your boyfriend tell you to put that dildo up, and you were like, no, I can't. Give him the fucking dildo. Give him the dildo now. Like, the only way we get better at comedy is if people are honest with us. That's it. That's the bottom line. So if you feel like you're being mean, you're just being honest, so then we can get better. And that's the whole point of this type of show. And you keep letting people through who are new, you know, they're going to die on a pro show. That's it. That's the bottom line. An audience that is not forgiving, that has paid a lot of money because they want to be made laugh. So, can we fucking do this? Yeah! Okay, and as far as your set, like, how long have you been doing comedy?
Yeah.
About a year, and so you're new too. And there's some jokes, I think that I like that it was personal. It needs work. There's some jokes that we've heard before. Do you know what I mean? Like, I married my cousin. Like, I know 4 guys doing that joke right now. Do you know what I mean? In different ways, right? So it's just like keep being true to yourself. Dig as deep as you can. You're wearing an incredible outfit. You look like it's like vacation on top, and then definitely you know, like young skateboarder on the bottom. Tight jeans for a dad. You know, loving it. Okay, so that is my speech. Thank you.
Yeah, one more time for Alex, everybody. I feel like I missed out. Yeah, you did it.
Next one.
The vibe. Listen, guys, can you all calm down for a second? There's too much energy in the room.
There's not enough energy in this fucking room. I'm the one with all the energy.
You guys ready for a fucking good night? You want to do it right? We got the list or the bucket. Give us a cheer for the list. I was going to do 2 things. Give us a cheer for the list. Give us a cheer for the bucket. Yeah, let's get a proper crazy up. There we go. The next act from the bucket is called Christopher Donovan. Give it up for Christopher, everybody!
Before I start, is that working or no? Sorry. Before I start, I'll just address it. I'm very sorry that I look like this. I'm aware that this kind of malnourished look with the serial killer haircut and a punchable face make me look like an incel suffering from scurvy. Sickly boy! That's my so before I go any further, I'll just tell you a bit about me. I'm sensing a few of you making assumptions, so I'll just address them. Yes, I have had sex. Yes, with a lady. No, it was not part of a group activity involving me, several of my close male friends, and a lady. Several of those male friends undressed even more often holding camera phones. That didn't happen. So.
One dog.
So do something kind of embarrassing to admit to you. I smoke. Does anyone here smoke? No one? Yeah. Thank you. And what do you smoke? Cigarettes, weed?
Cigarettes at the moment.
Cigarettes at the moment. Okay, that's great, isn't it? Always good. Can somebody please raise some dongs for me?
2 dogs. 3 dogs.
Wow, that was the first time I've seen someone just beg for fucking please make this end. It was a bold move to come out and be like, yeah, I've had sex. And it wasn't like a crime. It's an interesting opening. And then you were like, anybody smoke?
The summary of the set was funnier than the set.
It was a good juxtaposition. And you're wearing school trousers as well, which is like, it looks, you're dressed like you forgot your PE kit. Like half of it. How long have you been doing stand-up?
This is my last ever gig.
Oh, but that was so funny. You're like a funny guy. I think there's something.
Yeah, this is my third gig.
Your third gig. Listen. That's cool, man. Like, that's tough. Gong shows are really fucking difficult. You know that. Make it stop. But you, like, that line that you just said, that proves to me that you're funny and you just need to relax and be funny and be who you are. There is something there. It's hard to comment on a minute and a half of material, but like there is something funny. So don't, like, 3 gigs. There's no point in judging this and being like, I'm never gonna do it. Like, is it something you really want to do? Okay, just quit there.
Please quit if you don't want to do it. It's a fucking nightmare.
It's awful. It's really bad. Like, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. But if you do want to do it and you're just being nervous or shy or whatever, that, like if you do want to do it, fucking do it. But if it's not, like, it's a long road to, like, get good and, like, get paid and make it a profession. It's tough. But if you really want to do it, just fucking do it. Like, there's something funny there. You're clever, you're funny, you're quick. Just the stuff that you wrote. Not that.
And it takes a tough skin as well, man. I can see that it's hard, but it's so worthwhile when you get the laughs. And, like, you know, you shut down midway through, and you were saying, "Someone please raise a gong." Like, if you really wanted it, you wouldn't even consider that. But, like, don't come to a gong show and get gonged off and be like, "This is my last ever gig." That was funny. If you really want this, then you got to come out. And literally, I've been doing this for a while, and I was doing a preview today, and I wanted to shit myself the entire day. I was nervous as fuck. But you just have to step up, man. Like, and there's, like, some people can do that, some people can't.
I mean,
That's that. I don't mean that being harsh, but, like, if you think, like, fuck, I could do this, then do it. But, like, if you're gonna go, oh no, I don't know if I can do this, it's not for you.
Yeah, and then not to make it about me, but I will for a second. I mean, I had one of the worst gigs of my life in front of 200 people last night. So, and then I had to decide I would do it again today. Do you know what I mean? So why are you trying to go the incel angle? Are you that? No, who are you? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll be honest, like, when you're like, I look like this, I was like, that looks like dudes I used to fuck when I was 17. Like, that is who we got. Like, so you're like, I'm like this fit. I'm like this. You're not, like, unattractive. Like, I don't know. Like, who are you?
So to be honest, I had written like an intro where I from as obviously looking like a school shooter.
But yeah, you can't do that right now, right?
I kind of threw that all away on Thursday and rewrote it.
fuckers, right? Now we can't tell our school shooter jokes for like, I guess what? Like somebody's already looked like a school shooter. Do you know what I mean? Like I've got a school shooter, but I don't exactly look like one, but I could be. Like challenge me, right? But I guess I'm just like, who are you? You know, like that's what like the best comics are. You get an idea of who they are from what they say, and when you get out there and you're like, I'm an incel and I'm this, or I'm a school shooter, but I don't know. Are you all of those things? I don't like. Who are you really, and what do you want to say? Like.
It's a good,
like
good point.
I've had sex and it maybe was a gang rape, but not because I said it wasn't. Like, is that really what you want to say? You know? And I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just like I see somebody who I think I have no idea who you are or anything about you, but you seem nice. Do you know what I mean? So you don't have to say these other things that might not be anything to do with who you are. Now, if you are an incel who gang rapes people, please turn yourself in today. You know? That's my advice.
That's right. But like I said, there's something there. If you do want to do it, I think you've got like funniness in your head, and you can make more of that. So if you want to do it. I think like you are a likable guy. I think you see yourself as not a likable guy, but you come across and you are likable, and I think you could do it. One more time for Chris Donovan. Well, you did cheer when we asked if you wanted to see Dreams Crushed, so this is where we're at. Act from the list, anybody? Anyone? Let's go. The next act from the list is called Joe Callan. Give it up for Joe.
Hi. I'm Smeg. I'm the fridge. What am I doing? I'm keeping it fresh. The milk and the lettuce, tomatoes and the spinach, I literally keep them fresh. Sometimes people put things inside of me that aren't supposed to be there. Like bread, jam, marmite. It's a waste of my time. I don't have an inbuilt freezer. There's one in the utility room. He's hot. Is that a weird thing to say about a freezer? He's so much cooler than me. I wish I was, one of those fridges that had a freezer on top or under. I mean, whatever. It's 2020. Sometimes my back gets hot and sweaty. I work hard to keep it cool. Sometimes it's not enough. I can't keep everything fresh forever. I'm not salt. I'm a fridge. It's not my fault. Some stuff won't stay fresh. It goes mouldy. I can't have off stuff inside of me. I get smelly. Chuck it out. Please. It's embarrassing. When I'm alone and it's dark and everyone and everything is chilling. Sometimes I like to hum to myself in random, unexpected bursts. Then someone comes along. Maybe they've been on a night out. Maybe they're bored. Maybe they're hungry. Maybe they're thirsty. And they open my door, and it's so exciting. I switch my light on. What can I get for you? Have a nice little midnight snack. Stuff yourself up. But don't keep me open too long, or I'll beep. 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 Guys, seriously. Beep. This is getting a bit much. Beep. Can someone beep, maybe in the front row? Can someone beep, come and like shut my door? Beep. Beep. Front row. Seriously. Thank you. Whoa. What's your name?
Ryan.
Ryan? Thanks, Ryan.
Sorry.
Sorry guys, I lost my cool. Smeg out.
You've got 25 seconds. Rules are rules. Go on.
I'm gonna just beep with it.
One more hum.
No, we've got some dildos in the room. That was cheap.
So Calvin, everybody. I've never seen anyone do stand-up comedy from the perspective of a fridge. I don't think I'll ever see it again. It's really fucking funny. It's mad. Like, what an idea to have. How long have you been doing stand-up from the perspective of a fridge?
I've done like poetry for a bit, but it's they're quite heavy nights, so I've just changed things.
Now, was the poetry from the perspective of a fridge?
So far, it's just this one from the perspective of the fridge.
Okay.
Maybe.
Would you ever do any other appliances?
Consider it.
I don't know how to give feedback to someone doing stand-up comedy from the perspective of a fridge. Christy?
I do. This is my jam. You're just funny. Just you came on stage. I've never seen someone get that big a laugh from hi. You came on and the way you said hi had everyone laughing straight away. And like we knew what your character was. You looked sad that you were like, oh no, that was a good thing.
Okay.
I think so. But that was like the thing that I think whatever makes you unique, don't lose that. Like you just did 5 minutes on a fridge. I thought, okay, well she'll do the fridge and then she'll move to another thing. No. All about the fridge. And you had like jokes throughout it. You're very funny. I thought it was like maybe character stuff at first. Is it? Are you doing kind of character when you're on stage? Do you feel like being yourself? Or?
Bro, she's not a fridge.
But what I mean is, do you feel like being yourself on stage, or do you feel like you're doing a character in a way, or?
I don't know, kind of, yeah, bit of both.
Okay, cool. Well,
fuck your question.
I'm gonna fuck myself. It was funny though. Well done.
Yeah, and you have comedic timing. You know what I mean? Like you're able to stand there while everybody's sitting there, like, what are you gonna do? And then you wait 5 seconds and then hum. You know, even though you told everybody what you're gonna do. So it's very funny. It's also nice that you've given fringes voices when there were none. I think that was something missing in society. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what else you do. You know, like I am interested. So
is this your first like comedy focused gig rather than poetry?
Third one.
And all three have been fridge.
Except for one that was a tomato, but that didn't go as
well. See, that was funny. You just talking, it's funny. You're really funny. You've got something really innately likable and funny about you. Pre-warning, the fridge is not like this audience are lovely and wonderful, and I loved it. Some audiences won't get on board with the fridge stuff, but don't pay too much attention to them, because you've got a really funny, unique thing going for you. So don't be disheartened if it doesn't quite work. Just keep forging your own path and doing your own thing, because you'll find enough people that really fucking love it, and you'll do brilliantly. One more time for Joe. Wonderful. We've got one more act on the list. Should we go one more bucket before we have our final act? Yeah. Bucket, 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 bucket. Your final act from the bucket is called Marcus E. Acko. Give it up for Marcus, everybody.
Thank you. I sometimes get weirded out by commonplace insults, because when it hits me on a weird day, rather than focusing on the context, I visualize the actual words being said. I'll give you an example. Do you mind if I borrow you for an example? Sure. You don't have to get up. You sit there. It's fine. Go fuck yourself. You've all heard that, right? Go fuck yourself. You said it to yourself a few seconds ago. Go fuck yourself. I think your ex probably has told you, go fuck yourself at some point. So you've heard that, right? But the problem is, on a weird day, when I hear it, I start to visualize what those words actually mean. Most of my exes have told me, go fuck myself, so I think, hold on. You're telling me to go fuck myself. That's masturbate, right? So rather than reacting the way you should in that situation, you say, go fuck yourself. I'm like, I fucked myself this morning, and depending on my schedule, if I have a free 10 minutes after this, I'll go fuck myself again. Now, let's have a look at maybe the sibling of go fuck yourself. Or is it the parents? Fuck you. You've all heard that, right? Fuck you. But that doesn't actually make sense. Fuck you. It's a verb and then you. It doesn't make sense. But if you take the first, you add a word just before fuck, like I, for example. I fuck you. That makes sense, right? I fuck you. I mean, it changes the context again, because now you're looking at me thinking, maybe, right? But there's one that really messes me up, and it's not common in the UK. I heard it in America. Have any of you ever been told to go climb a wall of dicks? Anyone? Have you heard it? Go climb a wall of dicks?
No.
No. I heard it once in America, and it messed me up for hours, because as the first time I heard it, all I kept thinking of was, what the hell does a wall of dicks look like? Is it like a giant structure with like loads of flaccid penises hanging off of it? Or is it like the Great Wall of China? You know, mountable, but it runs for miles on either side. And like China,
one gong.
Are all the dicks representative of the indigenous, population of the location of said dicks? Or, if they have an immigration problem, now they have loads of like colors and shades and cuts and circumcised penises.
3 dong. Everybody. That was like the filthiest TED Talk I've ever seen. Are you like a lecturer or a uni?
I do act, yes.
Oh, you're an actor?
Yes.
Cool. And how many times have you done stand-up comedy?
First time.
First time. You've got that actor-y confidence. You're engaging. You know how to perform to people. I think it's come up a couple of times tonight. I just don't have no fucking clue who you are.
Okay.
It was all like, even just to open, I think the audience needs to get some idea of what your frame of reference is and where you're approaching these topics from, because you went straight into something kind of abstract. And I think just to grind it, just like introduce yourself. See, like if you were to have a conversation with someone, you'd introduce yourself and then you'd be like, fuck you. But it's
I
like,
apologise for that.
fight. No, but again, it's hard. First gig, there's almost no point giving you feedback.
I appreciate it.
The feedback?
Yeah, absolutely. No, this is what I would do. I would learn and
Just needs a bit. I think that there's a bit too long between the like punchlines and having definite. Like it's interesting ideas, but I think it just needs to be punched up a little bit. Like, do you watch a lot of stand up?
I do.
You do, so like just keep watching people figure out. Like about 12 seconds is what it's supposed to be between punchlines and a set like that. So just, I have a friend who literally writes it out word for word, times himself saying it, and if it's longer than 12 seconds, takes out words. He's a fucking psychopath, but like, that's what some people do, and just like do stuff like that, and keep writing. And just more about. I just want to know who I like when someone gets on stage that I know more about them at the end of the set than I did at the start of the set, and I know almost nothing about them.
Understood.
Thank you.
Me.
Okay.
See, I'm torn now, Marcus, because you came to my preview today, didn't you?
I did,
yes, I did.
Did you like it?
I did.
Okay. Good. No, that was good. To be honest, for the first time it was good. Then what I would say is, like what Vittorio said, like, just need more jokes. You obviously got like this one funny idea, right? You're gonna stretch across like 5 minutes, but like there was like 45 seconds without a laugh. You know what I mean? So you need to get to the point of the story. You need to get to whatever point you're trying to get to the jokes the fastest way possible. As soon as we can understand what you're talking about, then we can go, okay, cool, what's the joke? And then joke. Just needs a few more jokes, man. But performance-wise, I mean, you've got it down pat, you know what I mean? Obviously being an actor, like you're confident. Just needs more jokes, man. Thank you.
I would say you're very likable. I think that's what got you through the 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Like everybody was smiling, watching you. You know what I mean? And that's a lot. You can get away with a lot just being likable. So I think, you were already saying like, "Oh, fuck yourself, fuck you," whatever. You know what I mean? A different time. No offense, I'll bring up the incel guy. He couldn't have done 2 minutes and 45 seconds with his attitude saying "fuck you," but you can. So that's something interesting that you get to play with. So I would think about that as you move forward and do more than one gig.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, one gig though. One more time, everybody. Come on. Sorry. Fuck you. Listen, you guys ready for your final act of the Ding Dong Gong Show? His name is Finley Grove. Give it up for Finn, everybody. Thank you very much. I'd like to address a few misconceptions people seem to have about me. I'm actually not a massive Tory. Although I am aware I look and sound like my favourite shop is White Stuff. It's called White Stuff. It should really be called White People Stuff, but I am very middle class though, so well guessed with that one. I felt the pinch a little bit over COVID though, so I had to start a side hustle. Naturally, being middle class, my side hustle became visiting my grandparents. After testing positive. It was long hours and you had to work weekends, but like when you got that big payday, yeah, it was all worth it. So 3 down, 1 to go. I'd like to do a little impression if that's alright, switch it up a little bit. So here goes. Oh fuck. That was my impression of somebody my age thinking about the future of our country and then realising which of their friends have gone into teaching. I think we'll be alright though. I think we're a very progressive nation. We're really progressive with stuff like gender. As a cis man, I can say that with some authority. But it's true, like, compared to countries like France, like, they love assuming genders. They assume genders all the time. The French have been assuming the genders of inanimate objects for centuries, if you think about it. So, for instance, shovel. Do you think shovel's masculine or feminine? In French? Masculine. Yeah, wrong, actually. It's feminine, obviously. Although the more I think about it, my girlfriend does love picking up stuff from my past. Radio. Do you think radio is masculine or feminine? Feminine. No. It's obviously masculine, isn't it?
It communicates in one direction. Broadcast information whether you want to hear it or not. The internet, what do you think the internet is? No, come on, you're all got it wrong. It knows everything. It's clearly female, but I mean that with compliment. I've got exciting news. I'm under new management. Nothing to do with my comedy career. I think it's just a more accurate way of saying I've got a new girlfriend. I'm convinced that if she was American, then she'd be like one of them like fanatical gun collectors, and that's because she collects strap-ons. Now, hear me out, because I think there's a lot of similarities between my girlfriend and gun collectors. Like, they're obsessive about collecting things. You know, they enjoy feelings of power, and they've clearly got penis envy. But it doesn't stop there. I was listening to the other day in bed. She was just scrolling through strap-ons. She normally does. And like, I closed my eyes. I genuinely thought I was listening to an episode of Doomsday Preppers. She was just lying there like, would you look at that strap? Imagine what that would do to a man. Imagine the hole that would leave him with. But trust me, I would never use it on a woman or a child. Do you think it comes in black? Now, I know what you're all thinking. You're all thinking, Finn, does your girlfriend, like, does your girlfriend really have a Southern American accent? And she doesn't. That was a lie. She does fuck me in the arse then. No, that's also a lie. She doesn't. I'm sorry to let you all down. That's not a kink I have. I do have one kink though. This is going to be pretty hard to explain. So you need to know, right? I was raised in the countryside. I don't worry, it doesn't involve sheep. So I can only watch porn in 144p. Like, I didn't have a fucking clue what I was looking at most of the time. I'd be sat on the edge of my bed, like, trying to convince myself that that's definitely a woman. Yeah, they've just got a deep voice, it's fine. But it's led to a lot of pixel-oriented kinks in later life, so like, I find playing Minecraft a very arousing experience. All block colours and sharp edges. I really like it in crime shows when they pixelate out somebody's face. It's like they know I love a bad boy. I get a bit turned on when I see TV static. Because like, to me, that just looks like a large-scale interracial orgy. I think that's a nice dead note to leave on, but fuck it, let's try one. Lloyd Grossman, do you think he got that name because people tried his food and went, Lloyd, that's gross, man.
I'm so angry about that last joke. I can't believe you just got through the 5 minutes with that awful joke about fucking curry, man. But that was really well done on getting the 5. How long have you been doing stand-up again?
Since mid-Feb.
Mid-Feb, so like 3 months, something like that, 4 months? That's pretty fucking impressive for 4 months. One guy. No one else joined in. You have an interesting thing where your premises and ideas for jokes are so like disagreeable. Like you fucking hate women, bro. And there's funny in that where if you can sell it as like a subversive thing of like you're saying like a disagreeable thing deliberately to make it, but there was something about you kind of rush through some of them. I think if you're gonna be that disagreeable and say something like wrong but like funny, you need to like back yourself a bit more and just say it, and then the audience will like be a bit more on board. Because if you seem unsure about it, then you seem like a cunt. So just you need to like sell it a bit more and be like, no, I'm fucking, they're all bitches. See, just don't say it a bit after, and they'll eventually get so uncomfortable that they laugh.
Weirdly good advice, I don't know how.
It didn't work that time though, that's funny. Oh my god, I'm bombing. But yeah, well done again the 5 minutes. I think you get interesting angles on stuff. Drop that stupid fucking curry joke, and then I'll be happy.
Why are you wearing glasses right the joke? Do they make the joke?
Well, yeah, because I can't see that it's a woman to fixate.
Yeah, but do you need the glasses to do the joke?
I think it adds to it.
Did it add to it? Do you guys feel like it added to it?
Yeah.
Fine, carry glasses around for the rest of your fucking life. Welcome to prop comedy. Okay. I don't know. Like, I think you have really interesting ideas. Like, I don't know. I guess, like, yeah, did it add? Did it add enough to where? I don't know. For me, I was like, oh, he's just putting on glasses now. But it's like, I think you're going to be very interesting. Like, you know, you're weird. You seem weird. You seem like you don't look weird, but you're saying weird shit. You know what I mean? And
Also, I don't think you look as much like a Tory as you think you look like a Tory.
I don't think you look like a Tory at all.
Called me a Tory last time I was on here.
That's good. That's your personality. It's not the. It's all the misogynistic stuff.
I think that your middle name should be White Stuff. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah. If he was a boxer, he'd be Finley White Stuff, bro. I think that I kind of agree with these guys. You've got some interesting premises. But like that management job, how old are you? 23. And I would have new management. I've got a new girlfriend. I would have rolled my eyes if I was in a workman's club. So I think like you're a bit young to be telling that joke. I think and like you can do better than that because you've got some other better stuff than that. That was all. That was the one thing that I was like, nah. But that's just me being really.
We're all really split on what we don't like up here about you.
There's a lot to There's a lot to this.
I thought it was stupid. I was like, that's stupid.
I think I thought it was stupid in the wrong way though.
No, I liked it. It made me laugh. I think the glasses are stupid.
So you can go.
See, I love the glasses.
Best of luck with two opposite bits of advice. But you did well. You did the final. You are funny. You're fantastic. Stay on stage because we're going to welcome back all of our finalists for this evening. And welcome back to the stage, Kelly Ford, Reece Dorn, David Ian, Grant Payne, Joe Piano, and one more time for all your finalists. Myself and the judges have had a little discussion. We think there was a clear winner. We'd like to give an honourable mention to Joe Callan for all the great stuff. We'd love to come up to the end. We'll get you booked in for midweek spots, so not the pro shows of the weekend, but midweek spots so you can get more stage time and keep working and keep getting better because we thought it was so interesting and funny. So round of applause for Joe. Everybody. So your winner for this week for the Ding Dong Gong Show is the fantastic Black Pang. Everybody. This is the Ding Dong Gong Show. Have you had a good night? Yeah! Wonderful. Vauxhall Comedy Club is here 7 nights a week, twice on a Saturday as well. So come down and see us again. Follow the Vauxhall Comedy Club on Instagram. And follow all your judges this evening. I'm Vittorio Angeloni, VITT, believe in yourself. Christy, follow Christy on Instagram.
Christy Koish.
Christy Koish and you girl, you nasty Catherine Henson over there.
That is my real Instagram.
They're both great. Come and see us doing shows and a couple of the pro shows in the weekend. You've got a fantastic audience. Give us a nice review on Google Reviews. It really helps. We're quite a new comedy club in London, so it helps us grow. And if you've had a good time, just let us know. Give us 5 stars.
If anyone's on Ask Jeeves, that'd work as well.
I don't think it does.
No, it would. It helped me a lot. My nan uses it.
But if you didn't have a good time and you want to give us 1 star, just like throw your phone in the Thames. But you've been a great audience. Give it up for your tech guys over there. Give it up for your bar family, give it up for your judges. Give it up for yourself. Thank you so much for coming. And please return all dildos to their death. Please return all dildos to their death.